Hi, welcome to my next video. This video is about filters, camera filters, that kind of thing, and Route 66. The last video in this series of videos is Route 66 in Missouri that I turned to a black and white. Anyway, the first video that you're looking at is going to be a sky photo. It was just a normal sunset, and I applied a filter to it through my camera and come up with made it more, I guess, more pink, more orange, changed the colors a bit on it. Anyway, and then there's also a flower photo. It is, I've changed it. I applied a filter and it kind of turned it to an orange color. There's a leaf, which is kind of a purple anyway, but it turned it to, the filter I used turned it to a slightly different color purple. And there's also a lot of black and white photos as well in here. So, most of them are black and white, but some I've applied filters that turn them more pink, more purple, more orange, that kind of thing. And all the filters, all the filters that I used through my phone. Anyway, I don't think I used any through any of the apps. They were all through my Samsung Note 10 phone. And I have a lot of filters. In fact, I think when they did an update on my phone the last time, that a few more filters became more, one of my AC vents was completely closed. Don't know why that is, but anyway, the filters were all through my phone, and the last time they did an update, I believe that there were some more filters added. Anyway, like I said, this video is strictly about phone filters, and of course, like I said, Route 66, because that's the last video slideshow I did. The last time I was traveled Route 66 was when I went out to California, and that's been about 5 years ago. Actually, 2016, I went to California. Wasn't my first trip to California, but it was I think the last trip I took to California. And then the last trip that I was planning on going to California, I ended up I was in my Ford Focus. It's a very small car, so traveling that far was not, I knew wouldn't be overly easy. But anyway, I ended up going only as far as Texas and Oklahoma on that trip. And of course, there's going to be another video later on about my trip to Death Valley National Park in California, and some other places too. And these aren't recent. And of course, when I do the videos, I will, talk about when I visited. Anyway, but Death Valley National Park is not anytime soon. Anyway, like I said, and this was the Route 66 pictures that are here in this video were taken after I had been to California, and I was on my way back. I was actually not too far outside of St. Louis when I was rear-ended, and after I was rear-ended, it didn't do a lot of damage. It just scraped the bumper a bit. In fact, I didn't even get that fixed because it was just a few scrapes on the bumper. But I started having electrical issues right after that. Issues with the radio coming on, coming on by itself, the volume adjusting by itself, some really weird stuff. That finally settled out, but the windows never did. The windows continued to be act up. Sometimes they would go down, sometimes they wouldn't. Sometimes I'd have a hard time making them go up. You'd have to open the door, close it. Anyway, I started having a lot of issues, and that was the car, and that was in the car that was in the shop for 8 months. I don't know if the rear end hit had anything to do with the electrical issues. I started having electrical issues right after right after the rear end hit. So I don't know if that had anything to do or not. Excuse me. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. Allergies. Anyway, allergies, and I think I swallowed wrong. Anyway, the first video that you're going to see, or video slideshow rather, is of a sunset, but I applied a filter to it to make it more pink and more orange. The next two videos are of a flower. One is in color. I applied a filter to it to make it more orange, or mostly orange, but maybe maybe slightly pink. The second video is the same flower, different view, I think, different angle, and I turned it to black and white. The next two videos are black and white. One is of a plant, one is of a flower. I want to say it's a pink flower, not a white flower, because when I turned it to black and white, it is white. So I think it is pink. Anyway, the next two videos are black and white. Hi, these next three videos are have filters applied. The first one, I applied a very purple filter. I'm not sure which filter I applied. I applied it through my Samsung Note phone, so I don't know the name. I can't remember the name of the filter. And then I did the other one, and I think it has only maybe a filter applied that changes the color very slightly. And then the last one is the same leaf, same purple flower or purple leaf, turned to black and white. I made a mistake. This next video, there's just going to be one video, not three, and I applied some kind of a purple filter to it through my Samsung Note 10 phone. Again, I made a mistake. The next two videos are of a purple flower, and they were taken out near Pisgah National Forest in Brevard, North Carolina. Anyway, there's two videos. One is in color. I applied a filter that made it slightly more purple, and then I added a black, and then I turned the other one to black and white. The next two videos are of a flower. The first video has, I applied some type of a filter to it. It changed the color of the flower, and it also changed the color of the background. It definitely made a distinct difference. And then the second video is of the same flower, but turned black and white. The next 5 videos are all black and white, all nature. This next video is in black and white and of a lake. The next two videos are black and white, and both are of old houses. The first one is empty, I assume. The second one is not only empty, but abandoned. This last black and white video is of the Route 66 sign. I took it in Missouri. I took it about 5 years ago in 2016. I think I talked about this in the beginning video. My eyes are burning a bit. My apologies. Anyway, I talked about it a bit. at the beginning, and the very beginning of the video. Anyway, it was about 5 years ago. That was when I was in an accident. I was rear-ended. It wasn't a bad accident, but I started having some electrical issues with my car afterwards. Anyway, I traveled some of Route 66 that year, some in Arizona, some in Illinois. I think I actually picked it up in Illinois, but I did a little bit in California, then picked it up again in Illinois. So I traveled some of Route 66 and also through New Mexico. Anyway, like I said, this particular video or pictures were taken in Missouri. Okay, I'm going to conclude this video. This video was basically videos I took or pictures I took, turned to video, and then added filters. I got a little bit I want to talk about, a couple changes I've made. I'm blogging almost, vlogging almost every day, but I haven't vlogged in a couple of days. Anyway, as I said, this is basically a continuation from yesterday. I started the video yesterday, and then I didn't complete it yesterday. It was late. I got home. I needed to eat, whatever. My ex-husband and I went to the fresh market. We got a twice-baked potato, came home, heated that up. I ate it, or at least I ate mine. He still got his in there, in the refrigerator. Anyway, went to physical therapy yesterday. Today has been not overly busy. Got up this morning, watched a movie on Tubi TV, which I can run directly from my phone to the TV. He's still trying to get the service hooked up from his neighbor to get it to work, but his Wi-Fi, but it just won't work. Anyway, got some more I got some more stuff I want to talk about. Some new things I would like to talk about and like to address, but right now I'm going to conclude this video, and I'll talk about that in the next video. The next video is going to be about work. I got a call from the tractor trailer company's insurance company. They're ready to make a settlement on my car. It's really crappy. But anyway, I'll talk about that a little more later. Right now, I am in my car. I'm on the road, which I'm going to talk more about in the next video. And I've got a couple of hours to drive to be to my stop. Anyway, and which of course is more stuff I got to talk about. Anyway, I did wake up this morning with my back hurting really bad from the futon. So this is kind of going to be a little bit of a welcome break, although there's some other issues and things going on. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video. I'm sitting right out here outside of a McDonald's, and I just stopped here. I needed to, I actually missed my turn. I tried to get over. I tried to whip over as much as I could, but I couldn't. I simply couldn't get over in time to get to my turn, so I came up here to the next exit. Now I got to turn around and drive only a mile or so back and to the correct exit. Anyway, so for now I'm going to wrap this video. This concludes this video on filters that I've applied to pictures and videos. I have applied a few filters to some of my videos, but those are kind of test videos. I haven't really put those out yet. Later on, I do want to do actual videos, maybe apply a filter or two, see how they look. But so far, I've only done it with the pictures, and the pictures that I've turned to video, not actual live video. Anyway, I'm here, and I'm here. I'm going to get back on the road now, and I'm going to conclude this video. Hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace.